Right. What's next?
I have a question from a friend. She didn't speak in, but
Okay.
she said it to me.
Okay.
She's asked me to talk about. Welcome to the Rosie and Rula show. Marhaba.
G'day.
Did you here to talk about tattoos?
Mm.
Are they disgusting or are they artistic? Is it freedom or is it stupid to do something like this on your skin? And she really wants to hear things about this.
Mm. Well, without hesitation, I think it's art. And it is freedom. It's freedom of expression. It's putting beautiful art on you. Whether or not you think the art is beautiful is a different story. But I think people get tattoos for different reasons as well. Maybe some people who get a tattoo, it's not because it's a beautiful piece of art. I don't know. Why did you get your tattoo?
Oh, okay. Well, I have three, and the three are with story, okay?
Mm-mm.
My very first tattoo, well, now I'm going to show you because it's going to be on video. So this, under this tattoo, I have here Native American feathers,
Okay.
okay? Under this, I
Mm.
covered it.
Mm-hmm.
And that tattoo represented for me freedom. So the first thing in the first month that I did when I moved to the Netherlands is shave my head and have this tattoo.
Yeah.
And I had a tattoo as feathers because it represent, I mean, in reality, it's not freedom because the indigenous people are exterminated.
Mm.
But the feathers just represented freedom for me. I want to feel free with the colors I put on my body. I want to feel free with the expressions I give to myself that makes me
Mm-hmm.
happy. And then I made another tattoo on my back, which is the names of my daughters.
Mm.
And I have a third tattoo here, which is Lebanon. And I made this when there was war in Lebanon in 2016. And I felt that I need to bleed with them because it broke my heart,
Mm.
because I lived the war, so I know what it is. And I did this small tattoo. Um, the funny thing is that by the time I visited Lebanon with my first tattoo,
Mm-hmm.
no woman there had a tattoo.
Yeah.
It was the eyes are popping out of their
Yeah.
faces. But now everyone has a tattoo in Lebanon.
Yeah.
Everyone.
Okay. Uh-huh.
Not the Hezbollah people. Okay. These are not Lebanese. Anyway, that was just in between. We don't talk politics, but I have to mention this. Um, and yes, is it some people find it disgusting? Yes. Some people telling me, oh, but why do you do this to your body?
Mm.
This is disgusting. Like, why? Why do you, what's the word they use it? So make something ugly. Like,
Mm.
is there a word when you on purpose make something ugly?
I know what you're getting at. I don't know the word.
Disform,
Yeah, disfigure or yeah.
disfigure. Yeah. Why are you disfiguring your body with a tattoo?
Whew.
And the simple answer is that it's my body.
My body, my
I'm not
choice.
disfiguring yours.
Mm.
I'm not disrespecting you.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not being a bad person. I'm
Yeah.
just expressing my art, my feelings.
Yeah.
Though, tattoos have also been a sign of gangs
Yeah.
and representing criminals. But these days are gone. These are in the past, I
Maybe.
think, because everyone
Maybe.
now has an
Mm.
expressive.
You know, something that's comes up a lot is, oh, why did you get a tattoo? Imagine what you'll look like when you're older and wrinkly. Ugh. And I just think, well, you're going to be old and wrinkly what's the what? Like, I don't get it. Yeah, and I'll be wrinkly, but like, I don't understand, ruler. Do you understand that argument?
I have this argument. The answer I give from all my heart. I will get old and wrinkly and have wonderful memories that I had the
Yes.
freedom to tattoo what I want to have.
Mm-hmm.
So where I'm going towards my grave, what am I gonna worry for?
Right.
And having a tattoo does not make, in the past, as I said, when I was in Lebanon and
Mm-hmm.
I had a tattoo, and this is 24 years ago, in some countries and places, there is a stigma. If a woman has a tattoo, then she is easy and she is not respectful. There is the stigma on women having tattoos. And I hope that it changed, though in some men's eyes, it still did not change, unfortunately.
Mm-hmm.
But this is with everything, I think. Both genders can be judgmental. So yes, having a tattoo is very personal. It has nothing to
Yes.
do with the other person.
Mm. Mm.
And if someone finds it disgusting, they should not have a tattoo. But this
Mm.
doesn't mean they have to look at the other person as disgusting because they have a
Right.
tattoo.
Yeah. Yeah. What about certain professions that don't let you have tattoos on display? Do you think?
Like what?
I knew you were going to fucking ask that, and I don't have an example. Fucking. Well, in teaching, not anymore, but you used to have to cover up your tattoos. Not anymore. What's another example?
Lawyer, maybe?
Maybe. I actually can't think of an example, but I know there's professions where you can't. But also, the other thing
It's
is
not a profession that you can't have a tattoo. It's who's hiring and the company culture.
true.
Because if you have a tattoo on your body and you're even a surgeon, it's not infecting
What's
others
the
because
problem? Yeah.
there's procedure. It has nothing to do with your tattoo. You can have a snot on your nose and that would be more dangerous, or sneeze. So it's not really the profession that require no tattoos. It's the
True.
person. It's the idea about that profession that
And
made
what
it
is that
like this.
about? And this is a stereotype, but I find a lot of people from your generation are mortified when their children get tattoos because they say you're ruining your employment prospects, like you're just throwing your future away.
Yeah, from my generation, that's definitely what our parents told us.
Yeah. Why do
Yeah,
you
because
think?
back then,
Mm,
you, I don't know if it's the same experience for men, but I do think like if a man has a sleeve, yeah,
mm,
I do think it's the same experience for them getting a job. Because also men are judged if they have sleeve tattoo or something on their neck, like their some crime has to do with it.
mm,
Um, it's old-fashioned thinking like anything.
yeah. Yeah. Okay, here's a more controversial one. I haven't met anyone in person who has this, but I have seen it online. What about people who tattoo their eyes? Have you seen that before?
I haven't, but my friend told me she bought something online and
Yeah.
went to get it, and the guy that opened the door had his eye tattooed.
Yeah, so the
Uh,
whites are dark. Yeah, was it like,
yes,
yeah.
yeah.
So it's quite confronting when it's not something you're used to seeing.
Yes.
So, what are your thoughts on that?
I think I watched sometimes long, very long time ago, something on Discovery Channel about tattoos, extreme tattoos.
Mm,
And this is, if I remember correctly, what stayed with me, it's like extreme sport or people that like extreme pain.
yeah, true. Mm,
It's I want to say it's a fetish, but it's not sexual. I mean, even
mm-mm.
fetish, they're not always sexual or ending with
Go
sex.
listen to Ruler's
But
podcast,
that,
everybody. There's an episode
but that's
about
not what we're
fetishes.
talking
Yep, no,
about.
continue.
We will talk about fetish maybe next one. Yeah, people like extreme pain, and there are definitely people who like to shock, who like to look in a certain way, and some of them make it their job. They can go on stage, and I'm now so conscious. I'm saying the word like so many times while I'm trying not to.
Like, 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 like,
Like,
like.
like,
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 like, they
like.
like
I
the
like it like
tattoos
that.
in their eyes.
But I guess
Yeah,
my
it's
point
very peculiar.
is that still art? Because we were talking about tattoos being very personal, and yes, it's a form of art and freedom of expression. Are we going
I
to be
think it is.
hypocrite? Yeah, I
I
actually
think it
agree.
is.
And I would not, at least not in this moment, tattoo my eyes. However, that does not mean that other people can't. Do you think it's their expression, right? Yeah, exactly.
It's none of my business if they're kind and not hurting anyone. And I would like actually to have a conversation with someone like that, just to understand why. Because, when we see someone with a weird thing, we don't ask questions.
Yes, we avoid it.
Nice, respectful questions, not interrogative questions,
Right.
If I meet someone with his eye tattooed, I will not look away. On the contrary, I will appreciate it and praise their courage. And from their answer, I can tell what kind of person they are. I don't have to be mean. I can be kind, and then they can tell me who they are.
Yeah. So one more question. I'm banging on, but I'm doing this because
tattoos and fetish. I love these topics.
I want to go back to this eyeball thing because I think it's an extreme example of a tattoo, and extreme simply because we don't see it often, right? Maybe in 10 years it's not going to be extreme.
And it hurts, definitely.
Well, I bet it does. Yeah, I imagine it would. And we were talking about how, having a tattoo shouldn't negatively impact your chances of getting a job. So let's be even more extreme. If one of your kids were to get their eyes tattooed, what would your concerns be? Would you have concerns?
And as you said, I don't want to be hypocrite. I want them to be able to support themselves financially and economically.
Right.
And if they choose to have a tattoo in their eyes and they don't have a job that allow this, or people that accept it, not the job, the environment, and they're not busy doing something artistic to earn their living, my only concern will be how are they going to grow financially or support themselves for the basic needs when they have a tattoo that make it people and society not accept to hire them. That would be my concern. Do I have power over it? No. And do I try to convince them not to do it? I can't. It's not my, they're adults. I only express my worry and ask them what plan. Do they have a plan B? Do they have a plan?
Yeah. Just like any decision we make, have we thought through of the potential consequences or options, that sort of thing?
Not everything. Even my children, not everything they do I like, I agree, or I want it for them.
Of course not.
But I'm not in a position always to stand my ground. Do you have a tattoo?
Yes.
You have birds.
I have. Oh, yeah, this is true. I have 2 and they're both birds. I'd never made that connection. So I've got one on my forearm that says "Stay True." It's a swallow. I just had a moment of, is that a swallow or a sparrow? It's a swallow. And it says "Stay True." So my tattoos, I want more. And for me, tattoos are personal and I want them to have a meaning or something behind them. And the "Stay True" tattoo is just a reminder for me to stay true to who I am, because whenever I try to please others and ignore my gut feeling of this doesn't feel right, oh my God, I end up in the worst situations. Just whether or not it's something like being in a job I hate or in a relationship I shouldn't be in, whatever it is, when I'm not staying true, life isn't the best. When I stay true, things are better. So I like that one. The one on my foot was my first tattoo. And it's a magpie in memory of Dad, because magpies remind me of Dad. They have this. So Australian magpies are different to.
What is a magpie?
Oh, okay. So a magpie, hang on a minute. A magpie, I think it's native to Australia. That's a very good question. I got to check now. There's different types of
It's just,
magpie, right? Yes. So the Australian magpie, it's native to Australia. So let me show you. They're black and white.
oh, it's a bird.
Oh, yeah. Sorry. Yes, it's a bird. I didn't
Oh,
realize
so
you. Yeah.
beautiful.
Yeah.
I'm
And
thinking of food.
oh,
Bye.
that's funny. I misinterpreted the question completely. Isn't that funny? Okay. I thought you just meant what kind of bird, but you're like, what the heck is a magpie? So let me play what magpies sound like. It's beautiful. I haven't checked this video, but let's see. Oh, ad. Don't you love ads? Okay.
I buy them always.
Not that. So they like
They're
sing
loud.
and chortle. You know.
Hold on. There's a bird behind you on the wall.
Yeah.
On your wall.
This is just bizarre. Yes. I have birds everywhere and I didn't realise it. That's a bird that Dad made. And I've also got a painting of a magpie over there. And in front of me, actually, I've got a painting of a brolga, which is an Australian bird. What is going on? You're blowing my mind, Ruler. What the?
Oh my God, this episode is becoming so long.
But yeah, they're my two tattoos. Now, the one on my foot, it is in memory of Dad. So it's a magpie and it's got a banner saying Dad. I actually don't like it. I don't like how the artist did the magpie. It hasn't aged well. It's all blown out. And I just...
You
I
can
don't...
always overdo it.
Well,
You can change
exactly.
it.
I think I will get something put on top of it, something beautiful. But as my first tattoo, I didn't really know how to vet a tattoo artist. And I just sort of trusted them, even though there were a few red flags. And it's just like, oh. So that was annoying. But yeah, they're my two tattoos. And I would love more. My difficulty is just choosing what I want. I always go round in circles trying to pick what I want.
It's a process. Wanting to have a tattoo, it's not like, oh, I know what I want. No, it takes years sometimes to
Well,
think
I
and
think
design.
so, but then there's people who walk into a tattoo shop and they'll pick something off the flash and there you go. Done.
Well, some people are difficult with shopping. Other needs time to buy skirts or pants. It's
True.
just like anything in life.
True. This is true.
Some people can make quick decisions and other don't on some stuff.
True. So to answer the question, yes, tattoos are art. And yes, it's self-expression. Was that the question? I can't remember. Was that the...
Yes. And I add to it, when people find it disgusting, it's okay. It's okay. It's just as long as they're not hurting you, seeing them on someone else, why would you care?
Yeah, get over yourself.
Get over yourself. I love this expression. Thank you for listening to this long episode. It's about tattoos and we're passionate about it. Let us know what tattoos you have.
Bye.
Bye.
If you got a kick out of our conversation today, can you pretty please hit the follow button and share it with another opinionated person? This is the easiest way for you to support the show. It also gives Ruler and I the motivation
Rosie,
to keep
I have
going.
to stop you there. Stop telling people what to do. If they like to follow the show and share it, it's totally up to them. Guys, please, can you help us follow and share the show? Thank you so much. See you next time.
Said.